Welcome back to Thumbfuckers. It's time for some blue on blue action.
Fuck. I'm so proud of you. You did the intro.
Yes.
Something we've been working on for 3 videos now.
Because you decided after the first one, hey, you should do an intro. And then I try and do an intro and you fuck it up. And now I finally got to do it right.
Well, then, the second one, you're like, oh. That makes me a sad panda. Do you get that reference?
I'm trying to... Ow.
But you vaguely remember that reference?
It's South Park. I'm trying to remember. Wasn't it like the...
It was like...
Sexual harassment panda.
Yeah.
And that was like, don't
Sexual
sue people.
Harassment
Panda. Yeah, and then it kept evolving as it went on, and then it was like,
Yeah.
don't sue people, panda, because everyone was just suing each other for sexual harassment.
No, it didn't. He didn't evolve. He got fired because, fire is not the good term. He got let go because of all the lawsuits.
Yeah.
But, yeah, sexual harassment.
Panda.
I'm sorry. He meets up with, the Board of Education, and he just plays that as he sits down.
Yep.
And we're gonna have to let you go. Oh, that makes me a sad panda. And wasn't it whenever you sexually harass someone, that makes me a sad panda?
I think.
Something like that. I don't know.
I don't watch TV anymore, which I've mentioned to you and you've gotten angry at me about.
Yep.
There's not usually anything on that I actually give two shits about.
You need to watch Assassination Classroom. It's my favorite anime.
That's not on TV.
It's on Crunchyroll for free.
That requires me to actually put effort in.
Yeah, but it's worth it.
I've seen an abridged series of it, or a few episodes.
Yeah, and did you like them?
The abridged was pretty good.
You need to watch
Ow.
them in order.
Ow.
Because they're very consecutive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
It's not like a Cowboy Bebop situation where it's just new thing every fucking episode.
no.
Or Space Dandy, which is even worse, but made by the same people.
Yeah.
Literally every episode is its own contained universe.
That's cool.
Because in the very first episode, they nuke the fucking entire solar system they are in and kill themselves.
Huh.
And then the next episode, it's nothing fucking happened.
Good enough.
There's also one where they become zombies, and then they have to learn to live as zombies, and the entire world becomes zombies, but they don't eat people because apparently for some reason yogurt keeps them from rotting and needing human flesh or some shit.
Because yogurt.
I don't remember what the explanation for it was, but I just thought that was weird and interesting.
What's with this guy's sword?
It is buffed. That is the blessed weapon buff. It gives a small amount of HP regeneration and 80 more physical damage, which is why it is the most overused buff in the game currently, because split damage is terrible.
Damn. I want to get buff.
I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be, by a significant degree. Ooh, nice. Actually, I need to put that helmet on even if it makes me heavy, because I don't know if I mentioned this before, if you're missing any piece of armor, you lose 25% of your defense.
Really?
If you take off your helmet, it doesn't matter how much defense you got from it, you go down by a full 25%.
So, okay, is there an amount, a certain defense you get from it, but...
You get a certain defense, but you lose 25% of your overall whenever you are missing a piece.
That
and
doesn't make sense.
That's per piece.
That does not make sense.
So if I were to go in naked, I would lose... I would take 100% more damage. If I was only wearing pants, I would take 75% more damage.
Fine.
It's terrible. And this is the only game in the series which does it, which is really fucking stupid and annoying.
Where do you inject steroids at on your body?
I think a lot of people do it in the ass. That's where most injections go.
If I were to do it, on another part of my body...
Are you talking about your dick?
Theoretically, let's say that.
That was a bullshit hit. I'm pretty sure that would hurt like a motherfucker and not work very well because that wouldn't transfer very good.
So you're saying there's no hope for my dick?
No. None at all. God. He keeps doing shit that he doesn't normally do and it's fucking tripping me out! He's not reacting the way he's supposed to and it's fucking me up.
So let's say that I'm asking a friend, and that
Aren't you
friend...
asking for a friend? You're asking a friend.
Yeah, I'm asking you. Let's say that I'm asking you. And this question was for a friend. And...
This friend happened to have a very small penis.
Yeah, and it's not you. I'm asking for another friend.
Why would you be asking me for my own penis?
Why'd you word it that way?
Because that's kind of the only way that could be worded. You're
Damn it.
You're asking a friend for injecting steroids into their dick, but you're not asking me. So you're not asking me about my own dick.
Well, hypothetically, let's say that this is your dick, which it is.
My 77-foot dick, if you remember from high school.
What?
Oh, did I never tell you that story?
No, but hold on, wait, just wait, because do you think that, oh my god, hold on.
You and your fucking... Jesus fucking Christ.
It's never enough.
No matter
Ugh.
who I try to be.
Yes. Do you believe all those, like, dick exercises where you just kind of yank on it for 30 minutes a day? Do you think
To
those...
like make it longer?
Yeah, do you think those actually work?
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I can understand, like, the, what are they called? Like, Kegel muscle, exercises. I said fucking muscle exercises. Because the vagina and the ass are technically muscles, so they can be worked out. But, like, the dick, not really. And also, like, just yanking on it, like, you're not... What is that gonna do? You're just jerking off. That's not like trying to make your dick bigger. You're just jerking off.
So you're saying there's no hope for you? I mean, my friend, who isn't Jake. Let's call him Jack.
We know a man named Jack.
Jack who?
Gilkey?
Oh, you mean the guy...
The guy who was like literally doing rocket science in 11th grade?
Yeah, the guy who we're not associated with in the least bit. Who just know of him. He was friendly.
Yeah.
He was nice. He treated everyone nice.
We were like acquaintance level.
Yeah, he one time he asked me if I wanted to ride. He might have been a pedophile.
I'm pretty sure he's
No,
younger than us.
Think about it.
I
don't care.
That's the literal definition, though.
Well, okay, so this one time, I was at my sister's house.
Where the fuck is this story going?
Trust me.
I don't
You're
know
just
if I
gonna have
want
to trust me on this.
I'm pretty sure I don't want
Because the story gets weird before I get a chance to explain myself.
I can imagine.
So, I have a nephew who's 4 years old. Literally every word I say after this is gonna sound worse and worse.
Yeah.
Okay, so nephew who's 4 years old. He was in the bath.
I don't know if I like where this is going.
I should probably tell it a little bit faster, but
there's a lot of paraphrasing that needs to go on right now.
So he was in the bath, and it's like they leave the door open when he's in the bath just in case. And I was walking by.
Oh god.
And
where is this going?
He was like, "Uncle Brandon, get in the bath with me." And then so I turned to my sister and I was like, "Samantha, your son's a fucking pedophile."
Oh my god.
I told you.
Yeah,
I told you.
it
I
got-
had to explain myself.
it got weird real fast.
It got weird, yeah. What were you... Whoa, why are you messing with the mic?
Because we're peaking it. It was going into the red.
Yeah, it's been doing that.
What were you?
That was it.
Well, you were asking.
Oh, yeah, what was your story?
What was my story? What was I talking about?
We were talking about pedophiles.
I think. I don't
Kids
think.
in baths.
I don't think I had a story with that. I think I was just saying like
We were talking about Jack Gilkey.
yes. Oh, because you said, oh, let's call whatever Jack, and I'm like, well, we know somebody named Jack, and that's pretty much the extent of that entire conversation.
What? No, you had another story. Like,
Did I?
you had something else you were wanting to tell me. And I was like, hold on, wait, I have to tell you about this. It was something to do with pedophiles?
I don't think it was.
Are you...
'Cause the pedophile comment didn't come up until the Jack comment.
Huh.
I don't fucking know. Well, we won't make it in this episode because we don't have that much time left, but probably by the end of the next episode, we will take step 1 towards the thickening.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I just can't hide it.
Or potentially die repeatedly because that guy's like really tough.
I'm about to lose control and I think I like it.
Did you ever listen to that Riley Ritchie song I sent you? Or told you about?
No, because I always forget shit.
Yeah, because you're a stupid bastard.
Yep.
For those of you who don't know, which I'm assuming if you know his other role, you probably know about this, but Grey Worm from Game of Thrones, his name is Jacob Anderson, but he is also a singer, and he goes by the name of Riley Ritchie. And he's real fucking good.
Ooh.
Like,
So good.
all of his songs are like really good, and he has just an amazing voice for singing. And the one that I was telling you about specifically, which, oh, what is it called? I think it's called Keep It Simple. It's got like kind of like a, I don't know, like an 80s funk kind of vibe to it. And something else you probably don't know, I'm actually really fond of like funk and jazz and that kind of music. Which, if you fucking look at me, which I might have to send Brandon a picture to insert here so everyone else in the world can get an idea.
Alright.
You wouldn't really think that somebody with this face would be into that type of music. I mean, I am into like rock and everything like that, which is what most people would probably expect out of me, which stereotypes, whatever. But yeah, I actually really do enjoy like disco and funk and stuff like that. Because a lot of the time, if I'm like playing a game and I'm not really paying attention or anything, I'll throw on like a like there's these little playlists on YouTube that's like funk and new disco of whatever year.
Oh.
What?
Enlarging penises.
Oh yeah.
Is that what your story was about?
Well, I think that's yes. Okay. The
I knew there was a fucking story.
yes.
And it's about enlarging penises, so why am I not surprised?
Okay.
Okay, tell us your enlarging
This helmet
penis
is worse,
stories.
but I like it. Anyway, during what was it? I think it was like 9th grade is when it started, maybe 10th.
Yes.
Gene, I'm sure you remember him. Gene
Yes.
Grounds. Me and him were in biology, I believe, and I was telling him like, oh, I've got $77 in my pocket because I don't know, found it or some shit. But I just said, oh, I have 77 in my pocket, and he made the joke, oh, 77 inches. And that's where it started. So that became a running joke between me and him that eventually spread to the rest of the people who we would talk to frequently, like Raquel, Abigail, Alanis, and Dylan, and everyone. And it slowly started to evolve over time. So it started out being 77 inches, then it went to 77 feet, and then we started making up things like how I would store it in my pants, because, you know, a 77-foot dick ain't exactly gonna fit in your trousers. And some of them were like, oh, I have one of those, like, fire hose roller things, and I just roll it up. Another one was like, there's a like interdimensional portal in my pants, and my dick just goes through into that. Another one was like I wrap it around both my legs.
Scott, how do you not trip?
So that was like probably the most long-running joke that our group of friends had for the longest time, and it was beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would sexually harass Gene like all the time.
Like, I don't know why everyone was so fucking obsessed with him. Like, yes, he's a handsome guy, sure.
I think that I was obsessed with him because everyone else was obsessed with him.
Well, it was like literally the entire school. Like any girl in the school you ask, they're like, "Oh yeah, Gene." Like, "Oh, I want to fucking ride that bitch." It's like I don't fucking understand.
One time, because we were in gym together, but it was like the gym where all you did was just play random sports.
Oh,
Lifetime.
yes, Lifetime
Yeah.
Sports. Did you
Lifetime
guys
Sports.
get to do the archery thing?
Yes, it was terrible.
Oh, it was. Somebody got shot in the knee during mine.
Cool.
Yeah.
But hold on, I'm about to have a coughing fit again.
I suppose while you do that, I will go on my little arrow to the knee story. So.
Hold on, I'm done.
Ah, fuck.
Hold on, then. Anyway, well, let me tell this one last story, and then we'll call this an episode.
Well, I can tell mine. It's really short. But yes.
I want to tell mine.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
but anyway,
Yes.
every time Gene and I got paired up together for anything, we had to like write our name on like a scoreboard or whatever.
Yeah.
I would always put Brandon and Gene Rice.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, we were in the same class.
Oh wait, we were?
We weren't.
Oh. Well, I remember either him telling me about that or you telling me about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do remember that now.
Yeah, and then me just being like, what? I wanted to make sure my last name was on here so people knew which Brandon we were talking about. Because we had like a dozen Brandons.
Yeah,
my grade.
that is true. There was like, I don't think it was a dozen, but there was at least 4.
Yeah.
Also, I remember now. You remember the German exchange student?
Yes, Victor.
I can't remember. I think his name was Felix.
Felix?
Yeah, I believe that's what it was.
I don't know.
I think literally like the first thing our class taught him in English was how to say fuck.
Nice.
Like, welcome to rural Missouri. Let's teach you how to say fuck. Yeah. Ooh! I'm dead here. Oh,
Well,
no.
what a perfect way to end it.
Must kill fire lady.
Okay, kill the bitch, kill the bitch, kill the bitch.
Ah! What the? How? I was behind
Oh.
her? She gave me a fire hug.
Aww. She has the warmest hugs.
So warm that your skin will start. How?
What the fuck?
What the?
Ah!
I don't even know how to.
Kill her!
Kill
her!
What's happening anymore?
Thank you for watching. Ah!
Anti-grav bitch.
And then, as like
Floppy, floppy,
her
floppy.
as her weapon falls over, it hits you in the back, and you just die.
Yep.
Anyway, if you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe. We love you.
Goodbye.